So tonight, raw pastry chef, and she's Cafe Gratitude. She was the bakery supervisor. So Chaya is a raw food chef, raw food pastry chef, educator, and promoter of vibrant health here in the Bay Area. Chaya is well known for her food preparation workshops, lectures, private classes, and catering, where she's able to share with her clients and audiences a new paradigm of food as ideal body, mind, spirit fuel, and medicine, while providing the nurturing flavors and textures we've all come to associate with as satisfying comfort food. Chaya trained for 2 years as an apprentice with Master Chef Elena Love, and together they catered at raw food retreats and private events, taught classes, and opened a raw food cafe, which was Cafe Solstice in San Mateo. Chaya also spent 6 months apprenticing in the art of raw chocolate. Until very recently, she was the bakery supervisor at Cafe Gratitude Central Kitchen. And she's here with us tonight to share with us her very colorful life, one that she considers to be a very wild ride. So here's Chaya-Ryvka talking about the many journeys of a lifetime. Thank you, Chaya.
Thank you, Shay. Thanks for your warmth and for all being here. I have my little notes. I'm actually really not accustomed to just speaking in front of audiences. Normally I have a table with all of my equipment and I'm showing you how to make amazing raw desserts or raw food. So this is something brand new for me. Thank you for being such a warm audience. And basically Shay asked me a year ago, I think, when I was here with Elena and she was giving her her lecture or her Monday Night Live talk. She asked me if I would like to come sometime, and I said, yeah, for sure. And then it came up more recently, like, okay, so let's do this. And I thought, okay, well, that's great. What am I going to talk about? Because normally I'm up there talking about how to make amazing desserts and demoing how to make amazing desserts. And so in thinking about this, I came to realize that everyone who's coming here has a similar focus of wanting to get healthier in their lives, of being on a path of wanting to really wake up to their potential. And we've all been through different experiences in life. And I thought, well, you know, I've been through a lot of pretty wild experiences, and perhaps just sharing that is what I should talk about, because I don't have the extensive background in nutrition. I know a lot, and I share a lot when I teach my classes, but what I really know is how to make amazing food and how to make it taste really good and look really beautiful. And what I know as well is what I've been through and what I continue to go through and the challenges that I'm faced with on a day-to-day basis with my own life circumstances. And I thought, you know, a lot of people have similar lives where it's not just the perfect it's not the perfect environment to go 100% raw and everything is perfect all of a sudden. They go from being one way to being another. You know, most of us have hills and valleys that we go over and go under. And so I wanted to just share with you an intimate look into my own life, and perhaps you'll be inspired, or perhaps you'll just have a night where you get to hear someone else's story. But overall, I just thought I would take this opportunity to share. And I'm going to sit down while I do that. So, hi. So I'm actually going to go back and just start from the very beginning of my own life and where I came from. And where that is Novato, California. I was born to a hippie mommy and a sailor daddy at my grandma's home, surrounded by family, all of my grandparents and my sister. And I have a memory of this, a slight memory still of being born in the home. My life is colored with feelings of warmth, nourishment, and a very secure home life to a certain degree. So I'm going to look at my notes too to remind myself of what I want to point out. But yeah, I grew up in Inverness for the first year of my life out here. I have memories of being with my sister, having a turtle come and visit us, really magical, really colorful. Food was always a part of my life, being on the table while my mom was baking bread, and I remember, still not walking, but being covered in flour or paint, and just seeing all of her artistic and homemaking creative endeavors all around. Always playing music, just really being surrounded by a sense of magic and creativity. When I turned like 1.5, and I do have these young memories. I moved to Los Angeles. I don't have a lot of young memories of my father. He was a wet alcoholic until I was 3 years old, and he became sober on my 3rd birthday, which we have fun remembering. I had fun as a child remembering, because whenever I'd celebrate my birthday, if I was 6 years old, he was just 3 years old. And when I turned 30, he turned 27, right? Yeah. So we moved to Los Angeles. I moved in with my mother and my grandmother and my grandfather down there. And I have a lot of memories of a very cultural life. They would, take us places and have a lot of entertainment at the house. My sister and I would always dress up and dance for the guests that would come. I just remember being really mischievous, really curious, really outgoing, very confident with myself, and really just being a very happy child in general. I remember nursing from my mother still. I remember going from nursing to being on a sippy cup, and going from a sippy cup to eating whatever food they would eat by her grinding it in a grinder. I always had a lot of really nurturing, whole, homemade food. Food was always a big part of my life. When I came into like a preschool age, we were all very warm, basically. I'm saying these things just to give a background on just the warmth that I was surrounded by, the love that I was surrounded by, the level of joy and confidence I always felt in my heart, the level of curiosity and playfulness that I was always surrounded by. I love to dance, I love to sing, I love to express myself. My mother always massaged us, and I always massaged my mom, and we were always into just like healing and earth and nature. Real beautiful, loving, kind of hippie home. Again, my father, I don't remember so much in those days, but later on, I do have memories of visiting him, and he was always the person that I remember. I don't remember any type of an alcoholic father. I just remember a dad who was a very honorable, loving, generous, giving, sea-loving, ocean-loving, playful, comedic man who I honor and respect with all of my heart and soul. And I remember growing up, just really loving being in a loving place in general. During my preschool years, I would massage the kindergarten teacher at the school, and she would bribe me to sleep with the big kids, so that every day she would ask me to give her a massage so that I would sleep with the big kids. I mean, she would have me sleep with the big kids. Whatever, she gave me an option. Hey, you can sleep with the big kids if you come and rub my shoulders during nap time. And I would go and rub her shoulders every day during nap time. I grew up going on road trips, being very adventurous outdoors with my family. I want to bring everything together here. I have all these notes about these points in my life that were very meaningful for me, and basically my life in my younger years were filled with a lot of real, magical, warm, beautiful experiences.